So welcome back, guys. We are right now at WellnessFX. It's very different than a gymnastics facility, but this is very important stuff we're going to talk about today. We're here with Jim Kean, founder and CEO of WellnessFX, and we're going to get our blood drawn, which you'll see is awesome. But Jim is going to talk a little bit about what you guys do here, how it works, and how it's really going to help you guys get a full picture of what's going on inside and how you can project it outside so you can get all your nasty gymnastics going with you. Okay, so come on, let's go on. Here we go. Oh, snap. So here's the deal. This weekend, this is a sad story, but our family dog just passed away because she had high cholesterol. And I was looking at this right now, cardiac, and I hadn't looked at this in a while. And I saw this orange and red, and I'm like, okay.
I've actually never seen your panel.
Let's get tested. See that?
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. So, it'd be great to walk through your panel.
Yeah, listen, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? Anyway, so Jim, mastermind behind this thing, and John here, vice president of marketing, we were just chatting a little bit and looking at my panel. If you come over here, here are a couple of results from my last test. And you see that cardiac, all of a sudden, cholesterol, moderate. And I have a fairly healthy lifestyle, but there's clearly some things that can be fixed. And I think Jim can explain a little bit more. If you want to give me a little rundown on what's happening,
Sure.
It'd be awesome.
So first thing I'd like to say is I like the word mastermind, but I use my powers for good.
There you go. You do look like a good mastermind.
Yeah, if I had a British accent, I could actually be, kind of evil.
That's right.
Yeah. So what's interesting about lipids is knowledge has really progressed in the last 20 years. So 20 years ago, it was total cholesterol and everything was good, lower the number, the better. Then they realized actually it could be that you could have a high cholesterol, but there'd be some good cholesterol, HDL, versus bad. And so maybe that's not such a bad thing. So then we got really smart. It's LDL or bad cholesterol, HDL, good cholesterol. Keep your good cholesterol high, bad cholesterol low. Then we started realizing that actually LDL or bad cholesterol had 7 or 8 different fractions in it, and some were okay and some were really bad. And so you could be walking around with, say, a really high HDL or good cholesterol and a pretty good LDL number like Carl has here, which, he's in the yellow. But he could have hidden in there some fractions. So why don't we take a look at this actually? Because it looks like he does. So Carl is, first of all, his HDL, while good, it could be higher. I'd like to see that up in probably the high 60s, and a lot of people can get it up in the 80s. I'm in the 80s, and with as active as you are, you should be able to do that.
Totally. No, I was surprised. I was very surprised when I saw this. This was I was a little shocked.
Well, and that's the thing with me is I've got some really bad fractions myself, and at a certain extent, lifestyle only gets you as far as working out to a certain level. I mean, you can be the healthiest guy visually that you can be, and you could have a time bomb in there. In fact, half the people who present in emergency rooms have completely green up here and a bunch of red down here.
Really?
But they don't test those down here. So the other thing I'd like to see, so HDL is protective. It gobbles up, basically things that are inflamed as far as particles. So getting this up would be good for you, even though it's still a pretty good score. Your LDL isn't bad. It's 115. However, if you get down here, you can see that your small density LDL, LP little a, your ApoB, which is the primary building block of LDL cholesterol, all those are in the red. So getting these downward is going to be the primary function of your consult with your nutritionist.
Right.
Now, the good thing is you have a 3-3 genotype. And the interesting thing about a 3-3 is the same one I have, is that you have a variety of strategies open to you from both a diet as well as if you decide to go down the prescription drug avenue. Now, I'm always diet first and lifestyle, see how far I can get. But you're incredibly plastic and mobile, so that's the great thing.
Yeah, and that's something that's interesting to think about because I always feel like every time I do something new or change something, I adapt really quick to it, and I feel like I can make difference and change. So I'm actually really curious to see what comes out now. I know I haven't been perfect in all the solutions that were given to the problem, but I do look forward to seeing what changed, what didn't change, and the stuff that I didn't follow. Let's see what happened with that and how I can take advantage of that.
Yeah, and your goal should obviously be get these down, and actually your HDL subfractions a couple in the yellow. So getting these up will probably cause this to bounce even more.
Right.
So let's look at the rest of this. All right, so your homocysteine, that's an inflammatory marker, and even though the 10 is good, they actually recently changed this cutoff. It used to be 9.
On yellow?
Yeah, and but they changed the scoring there, so you did get a green there. But this is a key inflammatory marker. What's interesting about this is it's actually implicated later in life, kind of smoking gun, nothing definitive yet, but it causes early onset of certain CNS or central nervous system disorders like Alzheimer's and whatnot. So this inflammatory marker, it'd be nice to get that down even more.
Right.
Fibrogen. See, all this is great, and this inflammatory marker is about the lowest I've ever seen. That's awesome. So,
super score. One thing.
It's like all of us. There's some good, there's some bad. So you work on your weaknesses, bolster your strengths, and you're 29 or 30.
30 now, yeah.
You have this awesome opportunity versus a guy like me. I'm half dead. I'm 50. So you basically have 20 years to kind of bend your aging curve.
Yeah.
Prop up the things that are kind of weak and strengthen your strong things. You have this awesome opportunity of changing your aging curve.
Well, that's the goal. I want to live long.
It's living long and functionally.
That's right. I don't want to live in a wheelchair or lying down.
Right. 30 years of diaper changing.
No, thank you.
Yeah, not you doing it, but somebody.
Yeah. Definitely don't want anyone changing my diapers, especially not Wyatt.
So the rest of this is looking really good. As much as you work out, your creatinine is still low. That's awesome. Electrolytes. Yeah, Carl, you're looking really good. I mean, you got some things to work on, but they're all things that can be changed. Let's look down here. Your vitamin D is great. You're outside quite a bit.
Yeah. That's why I work in a parking lot. It's the dream.
Yeah. There you go.
I was just telling John that if they had told me when I was in high school or in college that I was going to be working in a parking lot at age 30, probably wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Probably those numbers would have been very red.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
But I think I'm pretty pleased right now. But yeah, totally. I think one of the biggest things is that the user experience here is the best part. It's where you can come in, you get tested, you have all these professionals around you that are helping you out, linking everything up to you. Plus, you have this amazing website that has all the information on it. And one of the things that happens is that you get a phone consultation with a doctor. And as you go through your values and you review the stuff, you realize that everything that's being said is actually written down here for you to remember. And if you have any questions because you don't understand how they relate and how to link it together or how the solutions that have been provided for you actually work, well, that's where you get all that access. And here you can actually see, if you come a little closer, you can see the recommendations I got. And here are some just additional notes that my doctor put in. And here's just my basic profile. And it's really, really user-friendly, and it's pretty amazing. And I think our job as coaches is to be able to provide, as much information as possible for our athletes so they have better choices they can make and they can see the tendencies. And I think that's what you guys are going to see after we do the blood draw. You can actually see, once we retest, how my tendencies are moving. And I think we can actually review maybe yours if you want to show them how it works.
Absolutely.
And it will be a very good thing, I think, for people to see.